And stuff out for that.
Hello, your Trixel host, Race here. I'm here, behind the set and on the set to give an announcement on our 12th and final installment. Here, I'll be sitting on the couch behind of that Trix table for it. And over here, I sit where the Trix table is. And here is where I'll start with the announcement. Okay, so as it is, our 12th installment is taking a little bit longer than it seems. Because of like some setbacks and some site issues that came up, and that's that. So I did fix up the technical issue that I ran into, let alone there was a few things that needed to be done that needed to actually get done. So I took time to actually get that done. Plus, I had to revise a few things too. But it will happen, and it will be coming in your direction very quickly soon. As it is, many times I've said when it was going to happen, and didn't know the other things that were coming up on me, let alone having things to have happen. Now, this is common among people in filming. You know, things happen and things come up. And apparently that's what's been happening, let alone having to take some time off for some various health reasons. But the thing is that it is coming. And so what is actually happening now with the installment? Well, as it is, because we are in March, and because of being around the Celtic time, with like St. Patrick, linked with St. Patrick and of the Leprechaun. Now, they both share the root of it, so therefore, that for this pagan witch installment, because of it being of a true nature of dark Celtic in origin, which is what it is, we'll be doing it a little bit more. So therefore, instead of having one video with part 1 and part 2, because of it linking so greatly, that there will be a part 1, a part 2, part 3, and a part 4. And tricks we'll have is going up to 23 tricks and magic for part 1, part 2, part 3, and a part 4. So yeah, we'll have is part 4, which is pretty amazing. Not normally I do more than just one part for pagan Wicca witch, but because of being fit for the season of March, it definitely goes well, because of the Leprechaun. It's almost, I'm not saying like a witch, but it has some similarities of it a bit. let alone Celtic. You catch my drift. But yeah, that's why I wanted to extend it a little bit there, because of it being in the same theme and the right era time frame of that. So we got 4, which is really good. So I was thinking on starting this and tonight on the 4th part, but as it is, because needed to like revise things and that it'll be actually tomorrow. We'll start with part 4, then we'll work from part 3, part 2, and part 1. That way it goes into order as 1, 2, 3, and 4, all in order. That way you can watch 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the order that you'll be in. And with that said, because of being behind the scene set, why not that we take a look and see what I've done to make this even more better. So, bonus within this one. I did say that this is going to be a talk vlog on an announcement, but I surprised you because I want to show you some of the things that I've kind of done a bit and what I'm currently working on as well too. I'm not gonna go full in depth on the tricks out. No, I'll just show you the lineup now and what will be in the list that I'm gonna be revising. Because I looked at the list and I'm like, how can I make this better and more within the origin, right? And I'm like, okay, so I need to revise that, and it didn't match up the way I liked it. So I said, just revise it and get that done, and that, let alone and the things that have happened, like the setbacks and that, but minus that, at least it was like a blessing in disguise of making it really good. You know, we got epic tricks and magic in the lineup. I'll give the like thumb for that one. But anyways, with that said, I'll show you on one thing. Let alone, I'll see if there's other things around here that I've done a little bit more differently. But this much I know, there's only one thing that I've done so far. And that was to which that will be announcing the installment a bit before I come in to welcome you all in as well too. So first up, let me go turn on some of the lights. We'll turn on from one over here, so you can take a look at the witch. So come for me, and I'll show you what I've done with the witch to make it more witchier than ever. But before, let's head to the floor. Right there. And I believe here, you can see, is one of my puppets. Right about there, so here's one of my puppets. And you can see, it goes well with the scenery right over here. Got the nice greens up there, and all that, where this is, and the cauldron, black cat and skull. Look way up, you see the cauldron is bubbling, like that. The witch right there, stirring into the cauldron. Look, if you look way up here, what we have is an owl, and up above, the moon. Now, this right here is one of my newest back door prop. Right here. And that will also be a part of probably the first or the second part in either opening or closing off. Will be with this, let alone me standing right next to it as well too. That way we have this, let alone this right here that you see just right in front of me. We also have this from other parts within our 12th installment as well too. So that right there shows you the two matte screens, which is what these are here from the witch on the house here, on the house like thing there, and the witch right there. So we get that too. Oh, that could be just right here again, the house and the witch right there on each shoulder, my right shoulder and my left shoulder. That we can have either two or just one, or just that one right there. Whatever comes first will be filmed in production. Film production. And with that, let's take a look at the witch of what I did to get a little bit more witchier. Look at the eyes. I done something with the eyes to make it more witchier. Red in the eyes, and I gave it some purple like veins in the eyes there too. Now I done this as one of my adding to this, make it a little bit more almost realistic, basically, right there. Now I done something to the hat a little bit here too. I kind of made it a little bit more witchier by having it up like that, and I kind of peaked this right there, staying up like that. That way it looks even more witchier. I'll even show you the side view right there. Wow, that definitely is very witchy. Especially the eyes of that witch. What's new with over here? There's something over here that's of a flower. Just right above there. You take a look right there. You have is a flower that's behind of the skull that has the snake coming out of the eye. Right there. So that right there is recently added to the fireplace display top scene just right here. And of course, the light setting, including this light setting scene here, definitely goes well with the theme and of the witch vibe as well too. Let's take a look at this general light setting here on the set. So from here, and this light setting is looking kind of a little bit shady, but a little bit different, making it more like a witch like haunted house, basically. You can tell how it all goes together really nicely, especially shadows right there. You can see right there, and then on the floor here, we got is a puppet right there. We got a puppet that will appear just right about there, basically. And that's a puppet you see just right there on the floor. And again, being a Celtic, and that we got is the Celtic like greens and witchy colors and eerie colors as well too. And very down to earth. You can see the tricks table looks very down to earth and pagan witch like, especially the top and over here as well too. Especially this pot there with the stuff in the inside. And how I got the post symbols from here, very Celtic-like. Very what? Dark Celtic. Because it's very, like, earthly, kind of dark a bit. And shadowy. And giving the right kind of look. And light setting for it as well too. And not that, it definitely almost kind of looks kind of like the inside of Leprechaun's hut. And don't worry, I've never been into something like that, but this almost looks like it a bit, but not as like this, but probably a little bit more different. It's similar, but this one here goes to the Wiccans, the witches, and the pagans, because they both share the same colors and are down to earth, and also is a part of somewhat of their main elements as well too, being earth base and other. But what you see here definitely shows just that as well too. With that said, let's take a look at the tricks right now before I revise and already put them into a different kind of order on the list. My book that I'm running in here, you can see all the lines there and all the what's there has to get revised. So this has to get revised. And so is the under part right there. I want to show you that first before I show you the tricks all out right there. So I'm going to increase because of being part 1 and part 2 and part 3 and part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4. We'll have so here's 2. And then we'll be adding in another 2. And having that as like a part 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is actually like 3 and 4 right here. So only 2 more sheets to add to it. And from there, we'll get that formulated and constructed. And there we'll have is our first one and our second part, let alone revising this to actually put that into order so that we can get to the, I wouldn't say the first one, but more like the 4th one. Where's the first stuff? I'll show you. The first stuff is just right there, all laid out right there. Some of my creations, this is one of my creations, and right there's one of my creations as well too. So there's that. We got to here. And we got some just right there in that bag there. Then we have all this stuff right there on this side right here right now. So that's just the part 4 right there. A little sneak peek on part 4's trick and magic content, which I've never done that before. I have it out like that. So this is another behind the scenes, but we started off with the announcement as well too. Where are the third? Where's the third part? Just behind me. The third part is just right here. From all this right there, in the back there, and all the way to over here. So this is all the tricks right there for part 3. Including, we have, are the ones up here. All right there is a part of part 3, and right there, right here as well too. Those right there, for those cups, goes to this. And then we got is that crystal ball right there that I'm pointing at. For parts 1 and 2, they're in my duffel bag, which I will actually be constructing momentarily fairly soon. First, we want to start with the 4, then to the 3, because they are out right now. And the 4th one will be tomorrow. Will be our 4th part, and then we'll work up from there. That way, then we'll go 4 all the way to 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And then it'll come into order, like I said, from 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Let me move these puppets here off of this here. This is one here. We're not going to actually use this one because that has no relation to it as well too, including these as well too. But here is the big one here that has the stuff inside. I'll kind of like unzip this. This gives you a little bit more in depth. You can see all of it here is all in bags, all in baggies, right there. So here's inside of my duffel bag. For part 1 and part 2 are in this bag here. You can see all the zip-up bags right there. And that's just right inside this duffel bag here. So inside here is parts 1 and parts 2. Don't know if you can spot this, but there is one trick that is hidden on the ledge of this fireplace beside me. Can you pick it out? Or should I just show you? It's something right in the middle that I'm pointing at right there that sits on that ledge of the fireplace. Right there. What are they? Spell books. Here's one of our tricks right here. This right here is the spell books that we'll be using for a trick. Right here as well too. That right there was very well hidden out of the way, and it was a part of the display and a part of a trick as well too. You take a look at the spell books. It says Midnight Boutique, Modern Spells, Midnight Shadows, and something about Macabre Magic or something like that right there. I'll show you the front of the book here. Don't worry, this snake doesn't bite. Joke. Right there, we have an owl right there. I put on there, and I got this nice little green like leaf there with a little red speck inside there as well too. So yeah, we got here candles there, black candle holder with a cat. So all you see is right there. So a trick was hidden on here, but that will be a surprise on when it will appear and what kind of magic that it has to offer with those right there. So, what tours are coming up? I'll tell you right now. I want to, that's actually like 2 like tours coming up as well too. The first one will be at Tag 'em again, but this time I'm going to is try and focus more on the trails. So this might be a chance to do another round of Behind the Tracks. So there's that. Another one will be going to 1 Mile Beach, and we'll take a look at that too. So there's 2 tours coming up very quickly within this week. So please stay tuned for those 2. just wanted to keep you posted with this as well too. In this announcement, this vlog like announcement basically, because I've done was the announcement, and now here we are with the vlog part as well too. Here we are with 25 minutes and counting within this video. Again, thank you for tuning in and for watching. Again, don't forget to give this one a like. And I will see you soon, quickly, tomorrow, for our 4th part on our 12th installment. And taking a day break, and then back onto it again for that as well too. Because I'll have to rest up and power up for the next one. So, therefore, tomorrow we will actually be doing is the 4th part of that. So there gives you a chance to hear the announcement of what was going on there. I did kind of put that. I did kind of briefly did that on the community post, but here I wanted to do like a vlog like announcement as well too, starting off with the announcement and then doing the vlog part and showing you around on the set a little bit and what's happening with that as well too. So not just that, I kind of did surprise you a bit because you probably weren't suspecting a vlog of behind the scenes like this, the announcement like that, and then kind of like just talking from where I am. But there, I actually surprised you. Actually, I wanted to surprise you. Why? Because we'll make this one very extra special, and especially things that you have not seen as well too. Now I'm going to bring this a wrap, and I'll see you tomorrow for the 4th part, as well as the tour up to Tagum, which I think that would be our behind the rail tracks episode. I'll have to look back to find out where I've left off, because I kind of forgot. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I'll look back, but I'll keep you posted with that as well too. So, with that said, I'll see you soon. From yours truly, your Magical Adventure Tour Trick Show host, Reese. Peace. With love and blessings. Namaste. Now, let's end off viewing where the witch stirs in her cauldron, where it looks very Celtic, Hallows-like. But first, we have to go through the Dreamcatcher. Running start.